Hi, this is Jason Mott, closer for the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals, and you're listening to WICR.
Iona grad, Jason Mott.
We are back, back from the break, and yeah, that was Iona grad, Jason Mott, playing for the Cubbies now. Good luck to you, Jason Mott.
Do you guys follow him on Twitter?
I don't.
I follow him.
Yes, I do, and he's like...
He is a very big advocate for, like, cancer and stuff like that. He supports it a lot, actually.
Like a strikeout, I think it's called like a K...
Strikeout cancer, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good place to donate to.
Awesome.
Yeah, so good for him, taking his...
Move the world.
His move the world and keeping it going.
I'm not sure that was around when he was here.
Yeah, they change it up every year. What is it this year? The degree that you can...
I'm not sure.
Whatever.
I don't know.
We should just go back to move the world, I think.
Yeah, that was a great one. But as mentioned before the break, we're going to get right into the baseball talks. And up here I have the projected 2015 Boston Red Sox lineup. And let's take a look at these names right here, guys. So we've got, batting first, we've got Shane Victorino, following up Dustin Pedroia, David Ortiz, Hanley Ramirez batting cleanup. It's disgusting. Pablo Sandoval, Rusney Castillo.
He's going to be a stud in this league. He really is.
Mike Napoli, Xander Bogaerts, and Christian Vasquez. And then for pitchers, their rotation, I don't know how true this rotation is, but they've got Rick Porcello, Wade Miley, Clay Buchholz, Justin Masterson, and Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
What is going on? That last guy, Joe Kelly, his fastball's out like 95, 96.
He's got a lot of movement.
What is going on?
This lineup is absolutely going to be the powerhouse of the American League, obviously the National League. Hopefully the pitching holds up. Well, not hopefully. I'm a Yankee fan, so forget that. But I mean, you have a team with basically 5 number 2 and 3 starters. You know, their ERA is going to be in the mid-4s, but with a lineup like that, it's not even going to matter. They're going to be putting up 6-7 runs a game.
Yeah.
So
it's ridiculous. Like, the only guy I think who can face this team and like do well is probably King Felix.
Yeah, I agree.
Felix.
In the American League, at least.
Yeah.
In the American League.
Corey Kluber.
Matt Harvey.
That's a Corey Kluber on the Indians is going to have himself another 15-16 win year, over 200 strikeouts. He was right up there with the Cy Young votes last year.
I hope so.
He won it.
Hope so.
He's great.
Then what do we have here? What's the name of that kid that the Red Sox just signed?
Yohan
Moncada. He made the wrong choice. Should have been a Yankee.
I agree.
Yeah. He's not going to get burned.
No, absolutely not.
They're not going to use him. What is he, an infielder, outfielder?
Yeah, he's a middle infielder.
You know what the Red Sox should have done? They should have picked up another outfielder.
Now, I mean, Hanley's going to be playing left. You got Mookie Betts. You got Rusney Castillo. They still have Alan Craig. Alan Craig was great with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're set. They really are. I mean, I don't see
think
any
they
weak
should have picked this kid up. The Red Sox are greedy guys.
I think their biggest reason for signing him was so the Yankees didn't.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's one reason, and honestly, you can never have too many good players. And a team like the Red Sox, who have made a lot of moves this year, could just package together all their guys and get even more players, maybe more starting pitching.
They've always been injury prone too, so that's a big reason.
Don't be surprised if at the deadline Cole Hamels is on that team. Honestly.
Yeah. Who was?
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all.
What was that guy's name? Crawford?
Yeah.
Crawford.
They picked up Crawford and he was hurt.
Yep.
He was a bust.
Yep.
They don't like that.
Ellsbury had injuries. You know, it's
yeah.
It's just,
now we have Ellsbury. I forgot Ellsbury's a Yankee now.
He needs to have a huge year. He's got to lead the offense. He's
excited
really has to lead the offense.
Huh?
Excited?
Yeah, man.
More excited than Mets fans.
Let me tell you. Let's take a look at the Yankees' projected lineup.
Let's take a look at the Mets after that.
Yeah, let's here we go for the Yankees. Are you ready? Brett Gardner, Jacoby Ellsbury, Carlos Beltran is still playing.
Beltran's got to stay somewhat healthy. He's got to
play somewhat good.
I wouldn't be surprised if he turns into Alfonso and he's like, you know what? I'm done. I can't. Like,
I definitely.
And even then, that's not what happened with Alfonso. They pretty much told him like
his production was way down.
Yeah.
He couldn't catch up with fastballs anymore.
He didn't want to give up the log.
Yeah,
he bats with a log. That's not a baseball bat. If you watch these games,
absolutely.
It's funny. I've actually held one of his bats before. Believe it or not, the thing weighs a ton. It's like a tree trunk.
Ridiculous.
But he swings as hard as he can, so I don't understand how.
And after Beltran, we've got Brian McCann. I really like Brian McCann when he was on the Braves.
I like it. You know what? Again, it's the short porch.
Yeah.
Changing swings. It does that, and it happened to Teixeira.
Yeah.
And look what Teixeira's. I mean, Teixeira's
been a bust for the last couple of years.
Because he's been injury prone. He always has his typical.
He's always been injury prone.
He always has his typical, April hitting, 186. And then it's been the wrist problems the last couple of years. So
he hasn't played more than 150 games since 2011, his last productive season. So.
Not a big fan of Brian McCann.
Really? That's because you're a Mets fan.
Yes.
That's because he was a Brave and he killed you guys.
It would kill the Mets. Kill them.
Yeah, he was a Met killer. He was definitely a Met killer. Still is now that he's on the Yankees.
After Mark Teixeira, we have Chase Headley batting 6th, Garrett Jones as a DH,
and ARod.
And then depending on ARod, but we'll get to that guy.
I think we're gonna see ARod, Garrett Jones, and Beltran all splitting time at DH.
Yeah.
ARod might even see some time at first. That's a situation that I don't know.
Ugh.
We've got Steven Drew at second base. Steven Drew, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, former Red Sox.
Oh, there we go.
He's got a ring.
Another one.
Yeah, he's got a ring.
He's got a ring there. And here we go with Derek Jeter's replacement. At least on the field, anyways, because he's not replacing Derek Jeter in my
not
heart.
replacing him offensively, that's for sure.
Didi Gregorius. Let's take a look at this guy. Who is Didi Gregorius?
I'll tell you,
Where did the Yankees find this kid?
He was in Arizona last year.
Okay.
He very good defensively, which is what they were looking for, which surprises me considering we don't have a very strong lineup at this point. He was 15th in the NL in hard hit balls, and he only hit about 245. So he's making good contact. Must have got robbed a lot, I guess. But I think they should have tried to make a move for either Starlin Castro, Tulo, something of that nature, because
he's not fast. I mean, I'm looking at this.
You don't want Tulo.
In
injuries.
The Mets don't even want Tulo.
In 2013, this kid played 103 games. He only didn't even steal a base. His slugging percentage was at 373. That's not too bad.
It's not terrific, but it'll have to do, I guess.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. I mean, he's a lefty. Is that why they signed him for the short porch?
His batting average is in the mid 200s. Like this kid's not.
No, he's definitely
special.
Yeah, definitely nothing special right now, at least.
The Yankees are going entirely based off potential. I think that kind of trade they made was a baseball trade. It's just something they don't do. So we're all like, why are they doing this?
I agree.
They could have made a trade for a guy like Castro or Elvis Andrus or Tulo, but instead they're going with analytical stats. I think it's the same thing they thought with Nathan Uvalde too, getting him away. And getting rid of Shane Green instead of
Shane Green is someone I really like. The thing that puzzles me the most is getting rid of Martin Prado. Prado's a veteran. He could play second. He could play third. He could play the outfield. He could have been our everyday second baseman. And I just have no confidence in Steven Drew, to be honest. I really don't. He played absolutely terrible last season. So
we'll take him.
You could have him. You guys still need a shortstop.
No, we have Wilmer. Yeah, Wilmer.
What's that guy's name? Flores.
Wilmer
Flores, a former national.
We have in the Yankees pitching rotation, we've got CC Sabathia, who's hurt. He's got knee problems going on. He's expected to be ready for opening day. I hope he's ready for opening day.
He's back weighing at 305 again.
Yeah.
After last year coming in at 272. So is it because he lost a lot of weight? Was he not able to pitch the way he used to because he's not used to his body? Now he's back to how he was. So we'll see. I mean, he's lost a mile an hour on his fastball every single year since 2011.
They keep making him. He's a workhorse.
He really is.
Sabathia,
eventually, it catches up to you.
Workhorse.
It catches up to you eventually.
Mm-hmm. He puts in so many innings for the Yankees. Masahiro Tanaka's back.
That guy's good.
Michael Pineda.
That guy's so good.
Hopefully Pineda can stay away from the pine tar this year.
Yeah, we gotta stay away from the pine tar, that's for sure. We don't want that.
Nathan Eovaldi. Who's this guy? Who's Eovaldi?
They got him from the Marlins. He was in the Prado Shane Green trade.
Okay.
Interesting guy. He's got a really nice
good fastball.
Yeah.
Gave up the most hits in the National League last year.
Uh-oh.
That's definitely not a good sign, but he's got a good fastball, got good movement, so, plug him in there, see what he could do against American League hitters.
See what happens in the American League. And we've got Chris Capuano.
And don't forget, Ivan Nova comes back in May too from Tommy John. That could be a real X factor for them.
Nova's someone I really like.
Me too.
I really like Ivan Nova.
He's got great stuff.
Yeah,
he's a winner too.
Great guy. Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely,
absolutely.
So let's talk about ARod. We have an apology from ARod, and we all know that ARod doesn't get along with the big guys. Doesn't get along with Cashman. Steinbrenner when he was around didn't like him too much. What do you guys think about ARod and the fans, though? Do you think the fans like ARod still?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of mixed emotions. I know a lot of people that are very happy to get ARod back, and then in my opinion, once a cheater, always a cheater. I mean, you cheated, you lied, and you cheated again. So, am I happy he's back? I'm glad that he wants to move on and just play baseball. That's what needs to be done. I think everything from the past needs to stop being talked about.
Definitely.
If he can come out and have a semi-productive year, then I guess that's all they could ask for. But I think the hurt relationship between him and the rest of the organizations is definitely going to be a distraction. But hopefully it can be put aside.
I think the fans are definitely happy that he's back. I mean, we got 3 Yankee fans in here right now, so you guys can ask yourselves. But
I mean, personally, I've learned to put that past him. If he's ready to play and he's ready to be a part of the team, because you know what I don't like when ARod's hurt and he's like, oh, well, I don't want to go to the game. Let's go to Broadway. Come on, come on, Madonna. Let's go hang out. Let's go over here. Let's go.
I agree.
In the city.
He's a high profile. He's more of a.
You need to be in the dugout. I don't care what you're doing. Clean up after the other guys.
He's turned into more of a celebrity than a baseball player.
He needs to be a part of that team.
I agree.
They need him in the clubhouse, especially with Jeter gone. They need that leadership in the clubhouse. He needs to be there for the team. I don't care if he's only here for money. Earn your money. Absolutely. Earn your money. Be there for the team. Him and Girardi got to work some things out, but they need to be there, help this team become good, better than they were last year. Because let me tell you, you don't want to see angry Yankee fans because they'll stop going to the games.
Absolutely.
They'll stop going to the games. The Yankees won't be making any money. It's going to be bad.
Are you sure?
It's going to be bad.
Are you sure they're going to stop going to the games?
Yes. The real fans will stop going.
It hurts.
Don't get me. Yankee Stadium's a tourism spot.
Oh,
they're going to have people in the stands anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
It hurts the fan base the most because so many kids looked up to ARod. He was everybody's idol. He had it all.
I have an ARod jersey.
He had the money. He had the stats. He had everything. And his ego is so big. He just wanted to be accepted by everybody else, and he tried to be better than. I mean, he was the best. There was no chance that he wasn't going to break any home run records, anything. He's still in the 600s now. Is he going to break it? Absolutely not. He's going on 40 in July. So I think it hurts the fan base the most because he had a lot of people look up to him, and he lost a lot of trust in people.
He did wrong back in Texas, like that whole scandal there with the steroids. He should stay clean, guys. Come on. A guy like that, a guy with such raw talent as ARod, he didn't need that. He didn't need that at all.
Honestly, yeah, he would still be a Hall of Fame player regardless of the steroids. Yeah. Coming up, he was already looking like a legend within his first 5 years.
Yeah.
His second year in the league, he won a batting title. Like, that's
ridiculous.
Amazing.
Like, who does that? Who does that? Come on.
Yep.
He came into the league with good intentions, and I don't know, leaving the league, I don't know what's on this guy's
He'll
mind.
always have an asterisk next to his name. Always.
That's a shame.
I still think, what's his name on the Brewers is worse.
Ryan Braun.
That was...
No one talks about him either.
Nobody talks about Ryan Braun.
That guy does not deserve to be in the MLB right now.
It's like everything he does, they just forgive it.
That guy's a cheat.
Absolutely.
That guy's...
They blew ARod out of proportion, but that guy denied that he took steroids down to the teeth, and he just flat out lied. And he's still playing in the MLB.
Can't stand it. They should take away his...
and he won an MVP over Matt Kemp.
Yeah. They should take away the MVP from him.
He had to go and apologize to Matt Kemp for it.
He still has it.
Yeah.
They should have stripped him of it.
You should at least give it to Matt Kemp.
It's ridiculous.
That's someone else. Matt Kemp signing with the Padres. Padres going to be the real deal this year. Padres
are going to be good. The Padres
they got a good starting rotation. I'll tell you, I give it, and then the Cubs also. I give it 2 or 3 years. I don't know about winning the division because when you got Pittsburgh and you got St. Louis and Milwaukee,
Pittsburgh's so good.
I give it 2 or 3 years. Cubs will
be.
The
Cubs are really actually going to.
They bolstered that starting rotation. They got a lot of young talent. If that young talent develops the way they hope,
Anthony Rizzo, Starlin Castro,
Javi Baez.
Yeah.
Not to mention the kid Bryant. The kid Bryant is amazing. Yeah.
He had
like 45 home runs last year in the minor leagues.
They've been waiting for a long time for this.
They're going to be good. They're just in a tough spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely in a tough division.
Except for the NL East.
Yeah.
NL East.
Washington.
That's not even a shot at the Mets. That whole division is trash.
It's trash, but
not
think about it.
Before Stanton got hurt last year, they had a shot at making the playoffs. They were only 5.5 games out.
What's that pitcher, that 19-year-old, 20-year-old? What's that guy?
Fernandez?
He's good.
Yeah, Fernandez. And then he got hurt. See, with his injury and Stanton's injury, they had a very good shot at
They also
making the
have
playoffs.
Christian Yelich coming up.
Yelich is good. And Marcelo Ozuna, yeah. So, and
me and Corey actually met Marcelo Ozuna once. That was a good time.
And Mike.
Oh, yeah, and Mike Sin.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, he was my MVP until he got hurt. His numbers were unreal. So
Stanton?
We'll see. Yeah, before he got hurt, he was my MVP. So we'll see what this year has to bring for them. But I think the Mets are, again penciled in to probably come in last. I mean, unless something changes. I mean,
that's a shot.
They're better than Philadelphia. They're arguably better than Philly too.
Yeah,
they're better than the Braves.
How do you think the guys are? Look at the Cubs. The Cubs have a 7-man rotation right now. What is going on?
Yeah, they don't know what they're going to do.
The Mets have an 8-man rotation right now.
They don't know.
Really?
Do the Mets have a rotation?
If they bring up Noah Syndergaard.
The Mets rotation's very good, actually. You got
Matt Harvey, Bartolo Colon, John Neese, Zach Wheeler, DeGrom,
come on,
Dylan G.
I met Bartolo Colon.
No
Dude's
way.
Come on.
beer gut is like this big.
Oh yeah, he's great. Have you ever seen him hit?
It's probably
it's hilarious.
What's up?
He's probably like the coolest guy too, though. Honestly,
I've met him on a couple occasions. He's
definitely one of those dugout players that you like to be around.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely good for the locker room.
Well, how good do you think John Lester's going to be this year?
I think Lester's going to be better than he was in the past. He's playing in the National League now, which is obviously historically, worse offensively than the American League, and he put up great numbers with the Red Sox. So, I think he's going to have probably a 15-win season. If their offense can put up enough runs, then he can have 15 wins.
And what about Oakland? How's Oakland looking this year?
Couldn't tell you.
Billy Beane is back at it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be good anyway.
So bad for Oakland.
I don't know about being good. Seattle's going to win that division.
Oakland is probably my favorite AL team.
Division.
Seattle's good.
They signed Kyle Seager to that huge deal. We'll see if he lives up to it. He's had decent years in the past, but that was a huge deal he signed in the offseason.
Seattle's been making moves.
Absolutely.
Past couple years, not just this year.
Yeah, Hernandez, Iwakuma. Very good team, honestly. And that manager's underrated, too. McClendon is an up-and-coming manager in this league.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they do well. They haven't done well since Griffey Jr., really.
We're running short on time here, so we're going to play a song. We're going to jump right back into college basketball talk to wrap up the show. So that's our MLB talk. Best of luck to the New York Yankees this upcoming season.
And the Mets.
Shout out to the Mets.
Shout out to the Mets. And shout out to Mets fans that are listening right now.
Hang tight.
Hang tight, guys. This will be your year, hopefully.
Hopefully.